Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010, and I actually have a guest with me today. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
My name is Brad. I am one of Gary's friends, and I am from the beautiful yet disgusting air-filled city of Los Angeles, California.
I'm sure my girlfriend would agree.
I'm pretty sure she would too, as well as the smell of salty sea air and pantyhose. Anyways, we got something fun for you folks tonight. It is BulletStorm Epic Edition.
Yes. BulletStorm, we've been actually talking about, when we first, began to see each other face to face, we wanted to do a recording of BulletStorm for the PC. I actually had this on the PlayStation 3, but because my PS3 was kind of crashing somewhat, I had to trade in BulletStorm just so I can get Steam money to replace the game on a PC, and for the most part it looks really good. So, with that said,
let's get this shit going, yo!
And we have big boy pants on, we'll do it on normal. And you're doing prologue.
Oh, yippee, give me the hardest part of the game. Alright, let's see what we got here. Enjoy, folks.
So what's your first experience with this game?
First time I was actually playing it, I wasn't expecting anything interesting. I was just thinking, it'd be like one of those average shooters that would have no interesting plot, characters, or anything.
Right.
But once the prologue here got about halfway through, it got really interesting.
Yeah, I picked this out on sheer curiosity. And, when I looked at the back of this the game case, it looked really interesting, and to see that was made by the same makers that did Gears of War, I figured, I might as well, check it out. I haven't played Gears of War myself still to this day because I don't even have an Xbox.
Oh, I did have an Xbox, and I always wanted to play Gears of War, but just like you, I haven't played it yet. But since it is from the same makers, I guess it would be well worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't judge us for not playing Gears of War. It's not our fault.
Exactly.
Appreciate you being honest with us.
Not only did I pick this up out of sheer curiosity, but I am a first-person shooter kind of guy, I'm the kind of guy that would pick up Doom over any other game. Just out of pure boredom.
Well, I mean, Doom is one of those classic franchises. If you look way back into it in like the late 80s, early 90s when it was only in DOS mode.
Yes.
That makes it one of the true, real classic games even till this day.
And when you mention that, I remember, back when I lived in New Jersey, my dad had an old PC where it had 32x windows.
Actually, I had that too.
The many games that my dad had on it was Lemmings, Doom, and Jazz Jackrabbit.
Oh, your dad had Lemmings?
Yes.
What did he do? Did he just have them all follow suit jumping off a cliff? Like Lemming swim classes or Lemming skydiving practice?
No, but from what I picked up and played, I enjoyed the game. It got to where, I picked up Lemmings even on my PlayStation Portable.
And you know what's funny about this scene? This scene actually sucks about as hard as my ex-girlfriend did.
I see what you did there, because it's like...
I could be clever whenever I put my mind to it.
Yep.
As you can see, quite simple and explanatory. B for kicking.
Love this line right here, by the way.
Your mom survived. Barely.
Yes, I know how the old gal got that.
My mom...
And I heard that bruise never went away.
Nice. Oh, nice. Joey,
Sharing is caring, and by the way you're looking at Grell's ass, he's sharing a lot.
What? You're stuck on something.
Wait, where are you? Oh,
Step aside, Doc.
hi, Doc.
I'll deal with it my way.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, fuck?
Which one of you
Oh, you were clever thinking about that one, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
My 3-year-old niece could have done better.
Go for it. I'll be right out.
She's not here now, is she?
No, but she is in spirit.
There is big
Okay, have you ever smelled pink dinner?
I have. It is the most foul-smelling thing I have ever smelled my entire life.
And I thought a dead dog smelled bad.
Uh,
Okay, it's a close second.
yes.
But that's a different story
I
for a
think-
different day.
I think the worst second smell is, well, I guess it wouldn't consider as a smell, but it's the, I guess I can say the worst second, the second thing that's worse that, you know, of the smell of pink thinner is actually, the aftertaste of throwing up.
Oh, how it just never wants to get out of your mouth.
Exactly.
That's the Confederation's
Now, you saw the way
prize warbird.
You saw the way Gray
General
came in,
Swan
right?
will be on board.
I can only tell you how many times
Christmas
I've done
come
that
early,
going to work at
boys.
Six Flags.
We got us some mass murder
And yet
piece of shit out
nobody
there
said
waiting on us.
anything.
Is that how they came up with those commercials of that old guy with the bald head dancing to that song?
Are you referring to me, you little fuck?
Oh, damn, you mean it wasn't you?
No.
Well, fuck, I'm sorry.
You've
Yeah, I'm a clone of Hulk Hogan. I only got a little bit of the hair like he
Despite
does.
your recklessness, this I will not die for your revenge, Gray.
our revenge.
Ulysses wants to open a communication channel.
Now, this next scene,
Arm
you can
forward
talk,
cannons.
you can
They'll
agree
get
with
the
me on.
message.
It's kind of like a lot of people's favorite sci-fi movie.
You want a mutiny?
Well, let
Now's
me
the
give you a
time.
hint if you don't know
No
what I'm
takers?
talking about.
Then fire.
Extremely popular franchise, started with episode 4,
Let's make
and that's all the hints you're getting. If you haven't even guessed Star Wars, I'm gonna slap your mom with a frozen sea bass.
Here, I thought you were going to say frozen tuna.
Nah, tuna's not that good.
Now, this part was, when I first played this part, you know, I thought it was doing well.
Everybody thinks they're doing well. Yeah, I got rid of the 3 guns. Easy. Doesn't this also reminds me, Gary, I'm sorry to bring up Disneyland, because I know you have kids, theme parks, and one to hurt yourself. This part kind of reminds me of the Star Tours, except without the guns.
Huh. Yeah, now that you mention it, it kind of does remind me of one of those old commercials that they introduced those rides in the late 80s and mid 90s.
Oh, you mean with Rick Astley singing Never Gonna Give You Up in the background?
Oh, Lord. How did a popular song in the 80s come up to be a thing on the internet?
Well, if the first part of his last name started with ass, that should give you pretty much the entire answer. Oh boy.
Fine. We were all
I've
dead
always
men
loved
anyway.
this line right
Dead
here.
for years
Yeah,
now.
let's let you listen to it, folks.
Just needed to do this one last thing. Just had to make sure we didn't go to hell alone. General, gonna take you. Take every motherfucking last one of you with us. And the sudden plunge in the sullen swell. 10 fathoms deep. On the road to hell.
Best line in the game right there.
Well, there's a few raunchy ones that I would actually contest you on, but seriousness-wise, yeah, I would have to agree. That is probably one of the best lines I have ever heard. Let alone in the prologue of this, to be exact. But the graphics here, for some reason, also remind me of Borderlands.
Now that you mention that, I've never even thought about it until you've actually mentioned it right now. It does remind me of Borderlands.
But not as painted on with a
Right.
toothbrush and your mom's favorite dildo. But I see you got what I did.
Yes.
You're welcome. Now get that image out of your head.
Oh,
You're
man.
fine.
Oh, please. Pleasure me.
Now, for someone like me, if I was actually doing this, like with these boots, you would see piss trickling down. I do not do well with heights at all.
I don't either,
pushing me,
actually.
Rel.
And when it actually came with bunk beds, when it came to bunk beds, I always had to be the one to lay in the bottom bunk. Because there was no way I was actually going to lay on the top of bunk. I've laid on top bunk once. The bad experience I've had with bunk beds was actually back in New Jersey, actually, when we owned one of those old rickety ass bunk beds.
You mean like those old rickety play sets?
And the top bunk was me and my sister was watching the Saturday morning cartoon. I think it was Garfield and Friends.
Ah, classic.
And you know, the top bunk actually was about to give in. You know, fall on top of us.
Serrano wants explosives on that computer. Watch the clock.
Wow. I mean, I've had a bed
When's the
collapse
pickup?
something from
Don't
the
sweat it,
middle in
boss.
like a
We're on
sinkhole.
schedule.
This isn't like a wooden bunk
I
bed
told
either.
you
It's
to
one of
rig these
those
to blow,
iron
not check your
bunk
goddamn
beds.
email. What are you doing
One
on
of those
here?
metal ones.
Really?
Yes.
What am I looking at?
Every hit we've done, we've been killing innocent people.
Now this
Well,
part right
well,
here,
Reporter
this part right
just
here actually
finished an
confused
article
me.
on Serrano's corruption.
Actually,
Get
I will
Serrano
admit
on the
it did confuse me as well.
And I think this
General
guy
Serrano,
was one of the best heals in the entire game.
Are you calling me from the job site? You ignorant piece of
Shut the fuck up! Answer me a question. These people. Have you had us killing innocent civilians?
This is a dude, guys. Long lost third cousin.
Mother of Christmas, did you think
Billy
you were
Crystal?
doing out there all this
Sure,
time?
let's go with that.
You namby-pamby cocksucks.
I would not do well in the military
You
whatsoever,
told us the
especially
targets
if
were
I had
gun
to
murders,
deal with crap like
slave
that all
traders,
day.
mass murderers.
Well, being called a namby-pamby cocksuck isn't that bad.
Who did we just
No,
kill?
it's not, but I
Novak.
mean,
And being called a bloody infected cum bubble is a lot worse.
don't remind me. Moving on with the game.
To cover up what you do.
And what exactly do we do?
You serve proudly at the pleasure of a general of this confederation. That you love with such a fervor, you would gleefully sacrifice your mega dickless life on my say-so.
Well, I swear to God, if we had a commander like this in any branch of military, I think our country would seriously collapse.
Yes.
Like, it'd be a World War III, but in Civil War style.
Pretty much.
Hey, man! What the fuck? That was a giant group decision you just made for
Now, I hope
us.
you guys don't have kids watching,
We'll get
because
to the
this
Spectre.
game has a
Jump to the
lot
side
of
systems.
bad words,
Outside
sexual
Confederate jurisdiction, I think
innuendos,
we're gonna get off this
and
planet,
adult
Grayson.
scenarios. That's why this game is rated PG.
You know what? During my first playthrough of this game, I
You
didn't
didn't
even.
get it, you suck.
No, I didn't even know about the freaking small girl, but that turns out to be one of the later
It's okay,
characters that
it's
we
okay.
meet in the game.
Not going
So,
to hurt you.
Yeah,
but all
be
grown
fine.
up.
yeah.
Ishi, stay with the girl!
Y'all are,
Happy 4th of July!
but it's September.
Or are you gonna be one of those dildos that has to ruin my fun?
Yep.
Boot to the head.
You actually just go in and just go. I just hide behind the desk and start shooting people. Cause I didn't know if I was gonna die there or not.
Well, to be honest, I did die in the
Really?
Yeah.
So that answers my question that you can die in the prologue.
Yes, I cannot tell you how horrible I felt. I guess I had way too much vodka that day. Because I knew something didn't seem right when I was laying sideways on the bed and thought I was sitting straight up.
You're famous where I come from. Gonna make me famous killing you.
Now that got me thinking, where is Ishi from? Is he from Japan?
That's it. I don't think it's actually ever explained in this game either, but you know,